press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello students, welcome back, and it is time for discussion about the chemical properties of chlorine. Already in last class we studied about the preparation of chlorine, how to prepare chlorine. Chlorine was prepared from oxidation of hydrochloric acid. Oxidation of hydrochloric acid in the presence of MnO2 or potassium permanganate or potassium dichromate or bleaching powder. So, first it was introduced by the scientist name was Scheele, action between MnO2 versus HCl, and on the account of the color chloros is a greenish yellow color. On the account of the color, Davy suggested that the gas is chlorine. So, reaction between MnO2 and HCl gives rise to MnCl2 and Cl2 plus H2O. So, oxidation of hydrochloric acid in the presence of manganese dioxide, or in the place of hydrochloric acid, if you consider sulfuric acid and rock salt also, we will get a dichlorine gas. Or one more preparation also we discussed on last class, that is hydrochloric acid combined with potassium permanganate, HCl plus KMnO4 gives rise to Cl2, H2O, MnCl2, KCl. So, those are the general laboratory preparations, and manufacture of chlorine by using the method is called as a Deacon's process. I said it was a very important process, Deacon's process. 4HCl plus O2 in the presence of CuCl2, temperature 723 kelvins, gives rise to 2H2O plus Cl2. Liberate which gas? Chlorine gas. And one of the byproduct in Nelson cell, at anode we will get chlorine. Clear it is. So, this chlorine is a pungent, suffocating, greenish yellow color gas, easily liquefiable, easily liquefied, and it is very pungent odor this is, and it is soluble in water. That water is called as chlorine water, and it is 2.5 times heavier than air. And next one is the chemical properties. What are the chemical properties regarding this chlorine? So, here the topic name is, the unit name is 17th A group. Chemical properties of chlorine. Total 9 chemical properties are there. So, here some chemical properties are very important for competitive point of view. While discussing that properties, I inform to you put that is a important one star mark in your text, or practice that important equations regarding NEET orientation, NEET point of view, or JEE point of view. So, chlorine molecular formula Cl2, number 1, reaction with hydrogen. We know that H2 plus Cl2, reaction takes place in the presence of light, gives rise to HCl. Chlorine combines with hydrogen. Chlorine combines with hydrogen, gives rise to hydrochloric acid. Gives rise to which acid? Hydrochloric acid. Reaction takes place in the presence of light. Absence of light, reaction does not take place due to the reactivity less compared to fluorine. Fluorine reacts with hydrogen in dark also. In dark gives rise to HF. but chlorine reaction takes place, it requires compulsory light. In the presence of light only reaction takes place, the formation of the compound is HCl. Then second one, reaction with metals. See this Na plus of Cl2 gives rise to NaCl. Al plus Cl2 gives rise to AlCl3. Sodium chloride, aluminum chloride, Mg plus Cl2, MgCl2, magnesium chloride, Ca plus Cl2, calcium chloride. Metal plus chlorine gives rise to what? Metal chloride. Metal plus chlorine. Metal plus chlorine gives rise to metal chloride. Metal plus chlorine gives rise to metal chloride. If you take sodium, that is sodium chloride. If it is aluminum, aluminum chloride. Magnesium, magnesium chloride. Calcium, calcium chloride. Potassium, potassium chloride. But while going to the D block elements, let us consider iron. Iron, we know that iron molecular formula Fe. Iron is available in two forms. One is Fe2 plus, second one is Fe3 plus. While Fe2 plus is called as ferrous and Fe3 plus is called as ferric. While going to the copper, Cu plus, cuprous and Cu2 plus, cupric. Once you observe, my dear students, there is no disturbance with alkali metals and alkaline earth metals. Where we have to find difficulty means if the element is iron. If the element is iron, iron is exist in two forms, iron 2 plus, iron 3 plus, copper 1 plus, copper 2 plus, copper 1 plus cuprous, copper 2 plus cupric, ferrous, ferric. Then which compound is formed? Chlorine combined with iron. Is it ferrous chloride or ferric chloride? Two possibilities once you observe here, ferrous chloride, ferric chloride, cuprous chloride, cupric chloride. So we will get two compounds. Then which is major? Which reaction takes place? Which reaction is dominant? Which reaction is dominant means when chlorine is combined with transition elements, the higher oxidation state element only, the higher oxidation state metal. The higher oxidation state metal means once you observe that equation, then you will get the idea about this. So once we should write that equation, and here reaction with metal, reaction with hydrogen, 2HCl, reaction with metal, there is no disturbance regarding NaCl, AlCl3. Where we found difficult means we are finding difficult in D block elements. So here what the products we will get? We will get two products, one is FeCl2, second one is FeCl3. With copper CuCl, second one is CuCl2. Ferrous chloride, ferric chloride, cuprous chloride, cupric chloride. But which reaction dominate means, which reaction dominate? Fe plus Cl2 gives rise to FeCl3 only. Fe plus Cl2 gives rise to FeCl3. Cu plus Cl2 gives rise to CuCl2 because of, in this example, iron exhibit +3 oxidation state, highest oxidation state. In this example, copper exhibit +2 oxidation state. Ferric chloride, ferrous chloride, ferric chloride, cupric chloride, not cuprous chloride, not ferrous chloride. This point keep in your mind, my dear students. If chlorine atom reacts with transition elements, it can form more than one chloride. Then which chloride is predominate means the element, the metal which exhibit maximum oxidation number. Maximum oxidation number, metal chloride is stable. Maximum oxidation number, metal chloride is stable. Due to that reason, ferric chloride only, it gives ferric chloride only, not ferrous chloride, not ferrous chloride. FeCl2, Fe plus Cl2 gives rise to FeCl2, ferrous chloride. Fe plus Cl2 gives rise to FeCl3, ferric chloride. But once you observe here ferrous chloride plus 2 oxidation state of iron, in ferric chloride plus 3 oxidation state of iron. Chlorine directly combined with transition elements. The product is depends upon the oxidation state of the metal. The product is depends upon the oxidation state of the metal. Highest oxidation state metal only will be formed. Highest oxidation state metal only will be formed. So here iron combined with chlorine gives rise to ferric chloride only. Copper combined with chlorine gives rise to cupric chloride only, not cuprous chloride. Cupric chloride, ferric chloride. There is no disturbance regarding S block elements, simple because of they should give only S block elements plus 1 plus 2 oxidation states. Directly they will give MX or MX2 formula halides. So where will be the difficulty means like this type of examples. Clear it is. I hope you understood. Make a note regarding this point. This point was very important. Ferrous chloride not formed, only ferric chloride only formed, and cupric chloride also. Clear it is. And next one is reaction with non-metals. Number 3. See this reaction, simple reaction it is. Non-metal plus chlorine gives rise to non-metal chloride. Non-metal plus chlorine gives rise to non-metal chloride. Example, B plus Cl2 gives rise to BCl3. Boron trichloride. Boron combined with chlorine gives rise to boron trichloride. If you should take P4 plus Cl2 gives rise to PCl3. P4 plus 6Cl2 gives rise to 4PCl3, phosphorus trichloride. If you take sulfur S8 octatomic, S8 plus Cl2 gives rise to S2Cl2, sulfur monochloride. These are the non-metal chlorides. Metal plus chlorine, metal chlorides. Non-metal plus chlorine, non-metal chlorides. Hydrogen plus chlorine, hydrogen chloride. Remember, hydrogen plus chlorine, hydrogen chloride. Metal plus chlorine, metal chloride. Non-metal plus chlorine, non-metal chloride. One point was we have to focus on one point in metal chlorides, that is D block elements. D block elements metal chlorides, higher oxidation state metal only exist. Higher oxidation state metal chloride only predominate compared to lower oxidation state metal chloride. Clear it is. So here boron trichloride, phosphorus trichloride, sulfur monochloride, these all are the examples for non-metal chlorides. So reaction with non-metal, fluorine reacts with non-metal to give rise to non-metal chlorides. Those are examples BCl3, PCl3 and S2Cl2. And next one is fourth one, very important reaction, reaction with water. Reaction with water, very important. My dear students, make a note. Fourth one, reaction with water. So here chlorine dissolved in water. Chlorine dissolved in water, we will get the compound is called as chlorine water, yellow colored chlorine water. Chlorine dissolved in water to give rise to chlorine water which can appear as yellow color. What will be the chemical equation? Cl2 plus H2O gives rise to HCl plus HOCl. HCl we know this is hydrochloric acid, and HOCl very important, it is hypochlorous acid. This point was very important property. It is, make a note my dear students, it is important for examination point of view. Freshly prepared chlorine water contains hydrochloric acid, hypochlorous acid, hydrochloric acid and hypochlorous acid. Freshly prepared chlorine water, what will be the color? It is, the color is yellow color. The color is yellow color. Freshly prepared chlorine water is appearing as yellow in color, and that freshly prepared chlorine water contains hydrochloric acid, hypochlorous acid. This hypochlorous acid is unstable. Due to that, this hypochlorous acid decompose to liberate nascent oxygen. This point was very important. Nascent oxygen. So here, what will be the use of this nascent oxygen? Nascent oxygen is used as a bleaching agent, and nascent oxygen is act as oxidizing agent. Due to that, moist chlorine act as bleaching agent or oxidizing agent. This point keep in your mind, my dear students. Moist Cl2 act as bleaching agent or oxidizing agent. Due to the liberation of which oxygen, this is called nascent oxygen. What will be the role of nascent oxygen? Color matter plus nascent oxygen gives rise to colorless. Disappear the color. Clear it is. Sulfur dioxide also like this. So chlorine is act as bleaching agent. Which chlorine? Moist chlorine act as a bleaching agent or oxidizing agent. Clear? Color matter gives rise to colorless matter. So this was very important. Make a note, concentrate this reaction in your NCERT text and read the NCERT, believe the NCERT, and practice the bits regarding the P block elements. Clear it is. So action with water, Cl2 plus H2O gives rise to HCl plus HOCl, which is appearing in what color? It is yellow color. And freshly prepared chlorine water, this water is called as chlorine water. And freshly prepared chlorine water contains hydrochloric acid plus hypochlorous acid. Hypochlorous acid unstable. For stability, it decomposes to liberate nascent oxygen. Nascent oxygen act as a bleaching agent and oxidizing agent. Due to that reason, moist chlorine act as bleaching and oxidizing agent. So chlorine dissolved in water gives rise to chlorine water. What is the color? Yellow color. What is the color of the compound? Is yellow color. Freshly prepared chlorine water contains HCl and HOCl. HOCl decomposes to liberate nascent oxygen. Nascent oxygen act as bleaching agent and oxidizing agent. So this is about the property of chlorine with respect to water. Very important. And next one, fifth one. Fifth one, reaction with halides. Already we know that chlorine is act as oxidizing agent. Chlorine is act as oxidizing agent. All 17th group elements are act as good oxidants. So reaction with halides. What are the halides? Let us consider KBr plus Cl2 gives rise to KCl plus Br2. Bromides oxidized to bromine. Iodides oxidized to iodine. Bromides oxidized to bromine. Iodides oxidized to iodine. 2KCl, 2KBr, 2KCl, 2I. Right. So reaction with halides. Chlorine displaces bromine. Chlorine displaces iodine, but chlorine cannot displace fluorine. See this reaction. 2KF plus Cl2 gives rise to not possible. Why it was not possible? Chlorine doesn't have the capable to displace fluorine because of fluorine is strong oxidizing agent compared to chlorine. This reaction is not possible or not feasible. Which reaction feasible? KCl plus F2 gives rise to KF plus Cl2. This reaction feasible. Fluorine can displace chlorine. Chlorine can displace bromine and iodine, but not fluorine. So chlorine is act as good oxidizing agent. It oxidizes bromides to bromine and iodides to iodine, and it is a reaction with the salts. These are called as halides, alkali metal halides. Alkali metal halides except alkali metal fluorides. Except alkali metal fluorides, remaining all alkali metal halides combines with chlorine to liberate their corresponding halogen atoms. So this is a reaction towards halides. And next, sixth one was very important, reaction with NaOH. This was very important. Make a note, my dear students. This is a compulsory question for examination point of view. So concentrate this reaction. Very important it is. Sixth one, very important reaction. This was reaction with NaOH. So here two types of NaOH will be there. Two types of NaOH. One is cold dilute NaOH. Second one is hot concentrated NaOH. Very important reactions these are. So you must you practice these reactions. Two types of sodium hydroxide solutions are there. One is the cold dilute sodium hydroxide. Second one is the hot concentrated sodium hydroxide. Cold dilute sodium hydroxide, hot concentrated sodium hydroxide. Then what will be the products? Let us consider number 1A, chlorine plus cold dilute NaOH. What will be the answer? What will be the answer? When chlorine gas reacts with cold dilute NaOH to produce sodium chloride NaCl. Cold dilute NaOH, hot concentrated NaOH. Chlorine reacts with cold dilute NaOH to gives NaCl plus NaClO. NaClO is called as sodium hypochlorite. Sodium hypochlorite. Make a note, my dear students, this point was very important. Sodium hypochlorite. See this, chlorite and formation of water molecule. Chlorine reacts with cold dilute NaOH. Cold dilute NaOH gives rise to NaCl plus NaClO plus H2O. NaCl plus NaClO plus H2O. Same reaction takes place with respect to bromine also. Suppose if you take here bromine plus cold dilute NaOH gives rise to NaBr, sodium bromide, NaBrO, sodium hypobromite plus water molecule. Sodium hypobromite. Sodium hypobromite. Same reaction. Already I said water reaction with water also same. Chlorine reaction, chlorine with water, bromine with water also same. Chlorine gives HCl plus HOCl. Once bromine dissolved in water, we will get HBr and HOBr. HBr and HOBr. See this. Cl2 plus H2O, what we will get? HCl plus HOCl. And Br2 plus H2O gives HBr plus HOBr. Same. So compare to bromine, we will get the same reactions. Clear it is. So here chlorine dissolved in cold dilute sodium hydroxide. Cold dilute sodium hydroxide. What will be the product? The product is sodium chloride, sodium hypochlorite, ITE. ITE stands for us acid. It is obtained from us acid. Same bromine also gives sodium bromide, sodium hypobromite. So balance this equation, we required 2 molecules of sodium hydroxide. It is sufficient for the balancing. And next one, second category B. What is B? Cl2 plus hot concentrated NaOH. Cl2 plus hot concentrated NaOH. Then what will be the product here? Here also we will get NaCl, sodium chloride plus NaClO3. NaClO3 is called as sodium chlorate. Plus water molecule 8 means it is obtained from ic acid. Us acid salts are called as ite. Ic acid salts are called as 8. Clear it is. After completion of this topic, next one is oxy acids of halogens. On the oxy acids of halogen, we will get like this type of acids only. Generally, we know that acids: sulfuric acid, hydrochloric acid, nitric acid, acetic acid, benzoic acid. While going to the sulfuric acid, sulfurous acid, phosphoric acid. But oxy acids of chlorine, oxy acids of bromine, iodine, fluorine, a little bit different it is. Compared to those. Clear? Different means it is the naming different. Naming was different. So whatever the naming will be there, on that namings, acids according to chemistry, acids are 2 categories. One is us acids, second one is ic acids. Us acid salts are ite, ic acid salts are 8. Ite means weak, 8 means strong. Ic acids are strong, us acids are weak. Ic acids oxidation number of the element more, us acids oxidation of the number of the element is less. So salts of us acids are said to be ite, salts of ic acids are said to be 8. That's why here what we will get in example number 1, we will get sodium hypochlorite, NaClO. NaClO is called as sodium hypochlorite, right? And while going to this one, this is sodium chlorate, sodium chlorate, chlorate it is, chlorate. Same reaction possible with Br2 plus hot concentrated NaOH gives rise to NaBr, sodium bromide, NaBrO3, NaBrO3, sodium hypobromate, sodium not hypo, sorry, sodium bromate, NaBrO3 plus formation of water molecule. So balancing this equation, Br2 3, NaOH 6, here 5, 3 to the 6, 3 to the 6. So here, my dear students, 5 NaCl, 3 water molecules, 6 NaOH, 3 Cl2. So, my dear students, please make a note. This was very important reaction. This is an example for a disproportionation reaction. It is disproportionation. Chlorine disproportionates to chloride, hypochlorite with cold NaOH. Chlorine disproportionates to chloride and chlorate with concentrated NaOH. Concentrated NaOH. So here, make a note, these reactions are very important for entrance point of view as well as board examination point of view. Please concentrate and practice the reactions. Practice the reactions, then only you will get the idea about this. Dilute NaOH, what will be the answer? NaCl, NaClO. Concentrated NaOH, NaCl, NaClO3. Number of oxygens more, it is strong. Number of oxygens less, it is weak acid. It is strong acid. This is obtained from weak acid. It is obtained from strong acid. Clear it is. So this will be the very important reaction with sodium hydroxide. Two types of sodium hydroxides are there. One is a cold dilute sodium hydroxide. Second one is a hot concentrated NaOH. And when this chlorine gas is passing in dry slaked lime. Dry slaked lime. What is slaked lime? Slaked lime is called as CaOH taken twice. Instead of sodium hydroxide, suppose we will take calcium hydroxide. Then what we will get means we will get the compound is bleaching powder. We will get the compound is bleaching powder. That reaction also, see this, Cl2 plus CaOH taken twice gives rise to CaOCl taken twice plus CaCl2 plus H2O. So this is called as bleaching powder. Very important reaction. These three reactions are very important, my dear students. Very important for competitive point of view. Don't neglect and be confident and be practice well. It is when you will practice, then only you will get the concept. Clear? Dilute NaOH, NaClO. Concentrated NaOH, NaClO3. ClO, ClO3. This is common. Chlorides common, water common. Hypochlorite, chlorate. While chlorine passing towards dry slaked lime, what will be the compound we will get? Bleaching powder. Bleaching powder, what is the composition of bleaching powder? Bleaching powder composition is CaOCl taken twice, CaOH taken twice, CaCl2 H2O. This is the composition of bleaching powder. Bleaching powder. Bleaching powder. So underline this point in your text. In text you should underline this point, my dear children, because these are the important deciding factors, deciding questions for entrance point of view, deciding questions for board examination. So don't neglect this type of deciding questions. While discussing the properties, fourth property is very important. Fourth property is reaction with water. And sixth property, very important, this is reaction with NaOH. Reaction with NaOH. Don't neglect and be confident, practice well. Definitely you will get the idea. Utilize this time. utilize the time with the text, utilize the time with the competitive book, practice the bits, improve your skills, prove yourself. This is the right opportunity because sufficient time was there, sufficient time is in your hands. So utilize this time, then you become a good position for next academic year competitive point of view, NEET or JEE. Clear it is. So these reactions very important. Chlorine with dry slaked lime. Dry slaked lime is also called as calcium hydroxide. Then what we will get the compound is bleaching powder. Bleaching powder composition is CaOCl2, CaOH taken twice, CaCl2, 2H2O. This is called as bleaching powder composition. So take the pen and write these points in your notes, practice or take one screenshot. It will be useful, very important reactions which we observed in the properties of chlorine in 17th group elements, and next followed by the 7th property is also very important. 7th property, that is a reaction with ammonia. Reaction with ammonia, this is also very important. Property number 4 important, property number 6 important, property number 7 very dynamic reactions these are. If a person suggests selected one question from 17th group elements from chlorine properties, means first they picked these questions only, these topics only, these reactions only. Clear? So be confident and practice well. So 7th one is a reaction with NH3. Reaction with NH3 followed by 2 more reactions are there. Those are the properties. Reaction with NH3, reaction with NH3, very important, very important reaction with NH3. When chlorine reacts with NH3, when chlorine reacts with what? NH3, what will be the products? Why it was important? Because of we will get more than one compound. More than one compound means once you observe this reaction, Cl2 plus NH3 gives rise to NH4Cl plus N2, Cl2 plus NH3 gives rise to NCl3 plus HCl, Cl2 plus NH3 gives rise to NH4Cl plus N2, Cl2 plus NH3 gives rise to NCl3 plus HCl. Once you balance these equations, NCl3, 3Cl2 and 3HCl, nitrogen, chlorines 3 plus 3, 6 chlorines, 3 to the 6, hydrogens 3 hydrogens. Okay, clear it is. Well, coming to the first equation, balancing NH3, NH4Cl, N2. So here also 3Cl2, 3 to the 6, 6Cl, 3Cl2, 3 to the 6, 6Cl, and nitrogen 6 nitrogens plus 2 nitrogen, 8 nitrogens, and here we will take 8 NH3. 8 3 is the 24 hydrogens, 6 4 the 24 hydrogens. So after balancing this equation, how we have to explain this property? Chlorine reacts with ammonia. See this. Chlorine reacts with excess of ammonia. If ammonia was excess, because of in this example ammonia 8 molecules are there. Chlorine reacts with excess of ammonia. Excess of ammonia, liberate which gas? Dinitrogen gas. Liberate dinitrogen gas. Remember, this point was very, very important. Chlorine reacts with excess of ammonia, liberate dinitrogen gas. Suppose excess of chlorine reacts with ammonia. Excess of chlorine reacts with ammonia to gives nitrogen trichloride. This is explosive, it is. NCl3 is highly explosive. Excess of chlorine reacts with ammonia, gives rise to nitrogen trichloride, which is explosive. Excess of ammonia reacts with chlorine, gives rise to liberate which gas? Dinitrogen gas. According to the number of molecules only we have to find this reaction. In case number 1, 8 molecules ammonia will be there. In case number 2, 1 molecule ammonia is there. Clear? So in this case ammonia excess, in this case chlorine excess. If ammonia excess, what is answer? Nitrogen. Ammonia excess, nitrogen. Ammonium chloride plus nitrogen. If chlorine excess, nitrogen trichloride. Clear it is? Ammonia excess of ammonia, nitrogen only. Excess of chlorine, nitrogen trichloride. So this is also very, very important reaction with ammonia. Chlorine reacts with ammonia to give rise to NH4Cl and N2, as well as chlorine reacts with ammonia gives rise to NCl3, which is an explosive, and formation of hydrochloric acid. According to the stoichiometric coefficients, we have to decide which one is excess, what will be the product. If ammonia excess, answer is ammonium chloride, nitrogen. Ammonia excess of ammonia, what is answer? Ammonium chloride plus nitrogen. Excess of chlorine means second one automatic, we know that NCl3. Clear it is? And next one is the eighth property, that is with hydrocarbons. Property number 8, reaction with hydrocarbons. This is a familiar reaction to all, because alkanes undergoes free radical substitution reactions in the presence of sunlight, and addition reactions with alkenes, we know that. So what the reactions takes place here? CH4 plus Cl2 gives rise to CH3Cl. Reaction takes place in the presence of light, gives rise to CH2Cl2, gives rise to CHCl3, gives rise to CCl4. This is FRS, alkane. FRS means free radical substitution. FRS is called as what? Free radical substitution. Free radical substitution it is. So hydrocarbons reacts with chlorine in the presence of sunlight. In the presence of sunlight, the reaction mechanism is followed by free radical substitution. Chloromethane, dichloromethane, trichloromethane, tetrachloromethane, these are the derivatives of methane. Or suppose chlorine reacts with alkene, gives rise to CH2Cl2, C2H4Cl2. Suppose reaction was like this, C2H4 plus Cl2 gives rise to C2H4Cl2. This is an example for addition reaction. So these are reactions with hydrocarbons. Chlorine reacts with hydrocarbons to form their corresponding derivatives, hydrocarbon derivatives. And with hydrocarbons it is also form some poisonous gases also there. Some poisonous gases also give with the chlorine. So this is about a reaction with hydrocarbons. And last one is oxidation ability. Last one is. So this is last one important. Oxidation ability of chlorine. Already I said that is chlorine is a good oxidizing agent. Moist chlorine is good oxidizing agent. So here oxidation ability. Oxidation ability. Sulfide oxidized to sulfur. What is reaction? See this. H2S plus Cl2 gives rise to 2HCl plus S. Sulfides oxidized to sulfur. Sulfide oxidized to sulfur. H2S plus Cl2 gives rise to HCl plus S. Sulfur dioxide oxidized to sulfuric acid. Sulfur dioxide oxidized to sulfuric acid. See this reaction. SO2 plus H2O plus Cl2 gives rise to H2SO4 plus HCl. Balance this equation. SS oxygens 2 plus 1 3, hydrogens 2. See this reaction. 2 2s are 4, 2 HCl. Sulfur dioxide oxidized to sulfuric acid. Sulfur dioxide oxidized to what it is? Sulfuric acid. Sulfide oxidized to sulfur. Sulfide oxidized to sulfur. And sulfite SO3 2 minus oxidized to sulfate. Sulfite means sodium sulfite. Because of moist chlorine is act as a oxidizing agent. Moist chlorine act as what? Oxidizing agent. It liberate one oxygen. Which oxygen? That is called as nascent oxygen. Na2SO3 plus Cl2 plus H2O gives rise to Na2SO4 plus HCl. Na2SO4 plus HCl 2HCl. See these reactions. Sulfite it is. So you have to find the name first. Sulfite, PHITE. Sulfite oxidized to sulfate. It is sulfide. Sulfide oxidized to sulfur. Ferrous salts oxidized to ferric salts. Fe2 plus ferrous oxidized to what? Fe3 plus ferric. FeCl2 plus Cl2 gives rise to FeCl3. 2FeCl2, 2FeCl3. Ferrous chloride plus chlorine gives rise to ferric chloride. Ferrous salts oxidized to ferric salts. If you are instead of ferrous chloride, if you take ferrous sulfate FeSO4 plus H2SO4 plus Cl2 gives rise to Fe2SO4 taken thrice plus HCl. Fe2SO4 taken thrice plus HCl. Ferrous sulfate oxidized to ferric sulfate. Ferrous sulfate oxidized to ferric sulfate. Instead of the sulfates, that's why I am saying it is ferrous salts oxidized to ferric salts. Ferrous salts oxidized to ferric salts. Sulfides oxidized to sulfur. Sulfur dioxide oxidized to sulfuric acid. sulfite oxidized to sulfate. These all are said to be what type of reactions? Oxidation reactions. So, chlorine is a good oxidizing ability, oxidant, good oxidant it is. Why it was good oxidant? Because of it can have what it is? Nascent oxygen, nascent oxygen. Moist chlorine is act as nascent oxygen. That's why it was moist chlorine. H2O plus Cl2 is called as what it is? Moist chlorine, and chlorine itself also act as what it is? Oxidation, good oxidant. So, all halogens are good oxidants, and these are the general oxidation reactions. The oxidation ability of chlorine: ferrous salts to ferric salts, sulfides to sulfates, bromides to bromine, Br minus bromide, to what it is? Br to bromine, bromides to bromine. So, equation Kbr plus Cl2 gives rise to KCl plus Br2, iodides to iodine, So, here and iodides to iodine, and one more important equation was there regarding this iodine oxidized to iodic acid. This reaction was very important. Iodine oxidized to iodic acid, iodine I2 oxidized to what? HiO3. HiO3 is called as iodic acid. See this reaction: I2 plus Cl2 plus H2O gives rise to HiO3 plus HCl. HiO3 plus HCl. 2 HiO3, 2 3s are 6, 6 H2O, Cl2, and 2 3s are 6, 6 oxygens, 6 2s are 12, 12 Cl, and 6 Cl2. Clear? 6 H2O, 6 Cl2, 6 to the 12, 12 Cl, 6 to the 12, 12 H, 6 oxygen, 6 oxygens, 2 iodines, 2 iodines. 10, 12 HCl, 5 Cl2 then if it is 5 Cl2, it is 10, 10H, 2H, 12H, right, 2 3 6, okay, right. My dear students, 10H plus 2H, 6 is the 12 hydrogens, 5 to the 10 Cls. Iodine oxidized to iodic acid, these all are oxidation reactions. So, chlorine is act as good oxidizing agent, and some hydrocarbons, one more equation was there in your NCERT text, that is C10H16 plus Cl2 gives rise to 10C plus HCl, 10C plus HCl, 16HCl, 16HCl means you required 8Cl, C10H16 hydrocarbon, combined with Cl2 gives rise to 10C plus 16HCl. So, here these are the chemical properties of chlorine, and chlorine is act as a good oxidizing agent. And what are the uses of chlorine? Means here, especially this chlorine is used to purifying of water. We should add chlorine in water, it kill the bacteria. Chlorine water it is, and it is used to the preparation of bleaching powder. Already we know that bleaching powder is kill that bacteria, and this chlorine especially used for some poisonous gases. What are the poisonous gases? Those are very important for competitive point of view. What are the poisonous gases? Number one is the phosgene. Phosgene formula COCl2, carbonyl chloride. Carbonyl chloride is called as phosgene. And second one is tear gas, CCl3NO2, trichloronitromethane, trichloronitromethane, tear gas, and some pesticides. We are using some pesticides. What are that? DDT, BHC, benzene hexachloride, dichloro, diethyl, dichloro, diphenyl, trichloroethane, DDT. So we have to use to preparation of bleaching powder, pesticides such as DDT and BHC, and some poisonous gases. So you have make a note regarding that poisonous gases are very important. And once you are if you are writing like this type, then it was easy to find the answers. If you are practice direct the equation, it was a little bit difficult to practice like that. So first you have to spread the equation sulfide to sulfur. What is sulfide? Hydrogen sulfide, sulfur. Sulfur dioxide to sulfuric acid. You should add left side water chlorine, right side sulfuric acid HCl. Sulfite to sulfate, ferrous to ferric, iodine to iodic, bromide to bromine, iodide to iodine, iodine to what? Iodic. So here after this, and what will be the uses of this chlorine? The uses, simple uses are there. You should practice that for a competitive point of view. And what are the uses means here? COCl2. COCl2 is called as carbonyl chloride. Carbonyl chloride is phosgene. Highly poisonous gas, COCl2, number 1. And second one is CCl3NO2. CCl3NO2 is called as tear gas. Tear gas, trichloro, nitromethane. Trichloronitromethane is called as a tear gas. And third one is mustard gas also. Yes, CH2, yes. Cl, yes, CH2, Cl. This is called as a mustard gas, which can use it in the Second World War. Mustard gas. Cl, CH2, yes, CH2, Cl. To the preparation of pesticides, BHC, benzene hexachloride, DDT, and bleaching powder, sterilization, whatever, purification of water, because of chlorine is to kill the bacteria which is present in the water. So these are the important uses. These uses will be very important for competitive point of view. What is phosgene formula? COCl2 carbonyl chloride. And tear gas formula CCl3NO2, trichloronitromethane. And mustard gas formula ClCH2, yes, CH2, Cl. Clear? So this is about the history of chlorine. And next one is hydrochloric acid, oxyacids of halogens and interhalogen compounds. Those are left, and we will discuss on next class. So stay with us. Be stronger, be confident. Okay, bye.